cats are renowned for their independent spirit and enigmatic personalities. While their aloof charm captivates us, there's no denying that felines have strong opinions about their surroundings and how they like to be treated. In this video, we're going to dive into 14 things that cats absolutely hate, enhanced with additional insights, corrected details, and real-life anecdotes from fellow cat lovers. Whether you're a seasoned cat parent or new to feline companionship, understanding these pet peeves can deepen the bond you share with your whiskered friend. Let's begin. Cats cherish their personal space, and what starts as a gentle petting session can quickly turn into overstimulation if carried on too long. Violent or repetitive strokes, especially along the tail, belly, or paws, can provoke discomfort and even defensive scratching. Instead of prolonged cuddles, learn to read your cat's signals. A flicking tail, flattened ears, or sudden tenseness means it's time to ease off. It's also worth noting that waking a cat from a nap is a surefire way to sour your relationship. Many cats, especially kittens, spend upwards of 16 hours a day sleeping. Lifting a snoozing kitten out of a warm nest not only startles them, but can lead to stress-related behaviors. Satraman 7510 aptly summed it up when they quipped that busy people should never have a cat, highlighting that rushing into forced affection can be just as detrimental as giving none at all. Contrary to the myth of the solitary cat, these creatures need companionship, whether from you, interactive toys, or, when feasible, another feline friend. Extended periods alone can lead to anxiety, depression, and destructive behaviors, such as inappropriate scratching or litter box avoidance. Carving out just 15 to 20 minutes of dedicated playtime each day can make a world of difference to a cat's emotional health. If your schedule is unpredictable, consider puzzle feeders that dispense treats at set times, or automated laser toys that engage your cat while you're away. For particularly social breeds, adopting a second cat can stave off loneliness, provided that introductions are handled gradually, with separate feeding areas and litter boxes to minimize territorial stress. Fireworks, thunderstorms, vehicular backfires, and even a sudden cough from you can trigger a cat's flight response. Evolution has wired cats to flee at unfamiliar, high-decibel sounds, as their smaller bodies in the wild would have been vulnerable to predators. The result? A cat cowering under the bed, ears pressed flat, or darting through the house to find a hiding spot. Yet individual tolerance varies. One silver-haired shelter cat famously snoozed through a New Year's Eve fireworks display without batting an eye, reminding us that behavior can be as unique as a fingerprint. To help noise-phobic cats, designate quiet retreats lined with soft bedding and pheromone diffusers. Closing windows, running a white noise machine, or playing calming music can also dampen sudden booms. A cat's olfactory sense is roughly 14 times more sensitive than ours, meaning that smells we barely notice can be overwhelming to them. Citrus peels, rosemary sprigs, and minty aromas are notorious feline turnoffs. Even popular essential oils, lavender, eucalyptus, and menthol, can be noxious, and many are toxic if ingested. That said, there are exceptions. One tuxedo cat owner reports that her kitty adores freshly laundered blankets, scented with lavender detergent and dryer sheets, choosing them as a favorite napping spot. The takeaway? Always observe your cat's reactions and introduce new scents gradually. For household cleaning, opt for cat-safe, unscented products or formulas specifically labeled non-irritating for pets. Cats are masters of mixed signals. One moment they brush against your legs demanding pets, the next they vanish into thin air. What often feels like indifference is simply a feline balancing act between autonomy and social bonding. When your cat rubs its cheeks on you, it's a clear invitation. Don't ignore it. On the flip side, long absences can breed insecurity. If you know you'll be gone more than 8 hours, enlist a trusted friend or professional pet sitter to check in. Even brief midday visits for play and fresh water can prevent stress. Automatic treat dispensers that you can control remotely also help reinforce your presence, ensuring your cat doesn't feel overlooked. Administering medication can be a daily battleground if not handled with care. Cats instinctively recoil at bitter flavors and foreign objects near their mouth. To ease the process, start by gently massaging their cheeks and lips during calm moments to desensitize the area. Then, associate the act of pill giving with positive reinforcement. A tiny treat or a few drops of tuna juice immediately afterward builds a favorable link. For cats who remain stubborn, ask your veterinarian about flavored pill pockets or compounded medications in fish or poultry essences. A consistent schedule, ideally at the same times each day, helps your cat predict the routine, reducing resistance and stress. Most cats detest water for practical reasons. They're meticulous groomers, and soggy fur is heavy, cold, and slow to dry. A surprise splash or an unintended dunk in the bathtub can instill a lifelong fear of baths. Yet some breeds, like the water-resistant Turkish Van and the rugged Maine Coon, will happily paddle and play in shallow water. If bathing is unavoidable, whelping queens or cats with certain skin conditions, acclimate your cat gradually. Use a shallow basin, lukewarm water, and gentle, cat-safe shampoos. Offering a secure grip, a non-slip mat, and rewarding afterward with a cozy towel rub and treats can turn an ordeal into an acceptable, if not enjoyable, experience. With their keen noses, cats can sniff out spoilage long before humans detect it. Wet food left out of refrigeration for more than 20 minutes in warm weather can harbor harmful bacteria like Salmonella and Listeria, posing severe health risks. Always check expiration dates and store open cans in the fridge for no more than 2 days. If your cat suddenly snubs a dish of wet food, it may not be a picky phase, but genuine aversion to off flavors. Adjust portion sizes so leftovers aren't wasted, and consider investing in an insulated feeding mat or a gravity bowl with ice packs beneath to keep meals fresh during hot afternoons. Overly vigorous stroking can feel like a physical assault to a cat's delicate nerves. While dogs romp exuberantly, cats engage in gentle alla-grooming, soft head bunts, and slow, affectionate strokes. Rapid scratching of spots like the base of the tail or belly is an overstep of their comfort zone, often resulting in sudden swipes or bites. Pay attention to warning signals, a switch of the tail, a sudden twitch of the skin under your palm, or dilating pupils. When you notice these, give your cat space. Instead of full-body petting, stick to safe zones, behind the ears, along the cheeks, and under the chin, areas most cats universally enjoy. Even in multi-cat households, harmony isn't guaranteed. Cats are territorial by nature, and resources such as food bowls, litter boxes, and favorite perches can become flashpoints for jealousy. When competition escalates, you might witness hissing, swatting, or passive aggression, like blocking access to doorways. Minimize conflict by providing one litter box per cat plus an extra, placing them in different quiet corners. Offer multiple feeding stations and hiding spots so each cat has its own safe room. When introducing a new feline, use a slow, scent-swapping process, exchange bedding, feed meals near closed doors, and permit supervised visits to build familiarity without direct confrontation. Cats value routine and predictability. A sudden influx of guests can jolt their world, making them skittish or prompting defensive behavior. If your cat wasn't socialized to a variety of people during its critical development window, up to 16 weeks old, strangers can seem threatening. Yet socialization is malleable. Encourage positive experiences by letting curious visitors offer treats or engage in gentle toss-and-catch games at a safe distance. Provide your cat with a high perch or an enclosed hideaway, like a cat condo, so they feel in control. Over time, even the most reticent cats can learn that new faces aren't sources of danger, but potential playmates. A direct, unwavering stare can feel like a challenge to a cat, triggering stress or defensive aggression. In feline body language, prolonged eye contact is akin to asserting dominance. If you lock eyes with your cat, you may see a flattened tail, slowly averted ears, or an intent crouch as they decide whether to flee or swipe. Instead of staring contests, try the slow blink, a gentle close and open of the eyes that signals trust and affection. You can invite your cat to reciprocate. A returned blink is the ultimate feline endorsement that you're a friend, not a foe. Few things are more off-putting to a cat than a soiled litter box. A day-old clump of waste can drive them to find alternative spots in your home. Scoop at least once daily, ideally twice in multi-cat homes, and fully change the litter every 2 to 3 weeks. Weekly washing of the box with mild, unscented soap prevents residue buildup without overpowering your cat's sensitive nose. Be mindful of litter box placement. Avoid blasting vents of cold air or dousing the area with strong household cleaners. One owner discovered that closing AC vents near the litter area made her cats avoid their tray, opting instead for discreet corners. Ensuring a stable temperature and minimal drafts encourages consistent, stress-free use. Despite their fur coats, most cat breeds aren't engineered for Arctic chills. Indoor environments that dip below 15 degrees Celsius, 59 degrees Fahrenheit, can leave cats shivering and susceptible to hypothermia or arthritis flare-ups. Only hardy breeds like the Norwegian forest cat or Maine Coon boast dense, insulating undercoats built for the cold. To keep your feline warm, provide heated pads or self-warming beds tucked into quiet nooks. In winter, you'll often find your cat stretching out on a warm vent or curling up on your lap. Embrace these moments by offering extra blankets, washed gently to preserve scent and comfort. Every cat is an individual with its own personality quirks and preferences. What one kitty loathes, another may barely notice. By observing your cat's body language and incorporating insights from real-life experiences, like the tuxedo cat that adores lavender-scented blankets, or the 23-year-old senior who shrugged off fireworks, you can tailor your home and routine to their needs. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with fellow cat lovers who will benefit from understanding their feline friends a little better. Until next time, happy purring.